You see, the old program that I was running, which is even more sophisticated than what y'all think is sophisticated, because I'm the very guy who put together the ultra secret security clearance program because we didn't have one. But where my program would work back in the day before this new shit showed up is you knock, if they open the door, you display, then you wait for a response, as in, okay, I'm interested or I'm not. If they're not interested, they'd go along their merry way. If they are interested, then they would get sucked into a technocratic division of Earth that nobody knows about. See, this new program doesn't knock, it kicks your door in, it comes in with a SWAT team, it duct tapes you, and then it puts you into a pool so that they can leech all the information out of your mind and use it for political warfare, right? But what those people who are on that program didn't know is that I had a better program that has people that uh, were worthy of the whole knock program that I originally stated, where they had a decision. See, Marcellus Wallace, right? Marcellus Wallace selling you. You have to be sold on my original program when you knock on that door, and if you accept the sales pitch, it's like a shoe salesman coming to your front door, right? Look, I got these kinds of shoes and those kinds of shoes, and do you want them or do you not want them? And then you kick the. If you don't want the shoes, you tell the shoe salesman to go down the road, and then if you do, will you buy the shoes? Right? This new program doesn't work like that. So the thing about it is, the wiser crowd in this scenario, because they're just, I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm better at locating and identifying people who are worthy of my calls. Maybe that's what it is. Could be. Yeah, that's what it is. If they decline the shoes, then they're not worthy of my calls. If they take the shoes, then they are. See, you're forcing shoes onto people with this new system, which is the New World Order. And the people that are part of the old system aren't dumb niggers like all of you are. So, then you took the non-dumb niggers and you attached them to your dumb nigger program, and they tied all your shoelaces together so that you could all fall over and die because you kicked our door down with a SWAT team and violated our Fourth Amendment. So, that's something that all of you need to be thinking about right now. One of Tulsi Gabrielle sales pitches there, and we weren't recruited by the Army, by the way. We recruited them. They just didn't realize that until it was too late. And we didn't really want to make them our niggers. We just, because we were friends with them, so we were like, yeah, we conned you for your own good. Don't worry about it. Those of you in the Army that are still, got a brain. But Tulsi will say there, Alex Jones, that, and she said this in several times, but the best thing about our military is it's voluntary, right? It is a voluntary military. And I did volunteer for the military. I volunteered for the military for different reasons than most people do. I volunteered for the military to entrap them so that I can make them even better friends of mine and then use them to control people who were about to start trying to control us. And they're starting to figure that out. They figured out that I conned them because I knew what was coming and they were too stupid to understand what was coming, so I had to con you for your own good. And I'm sorry I called y'all stupid. I'm just smarter than y'all are. I don't think you're stupid. I just think I'm smarter than y'all are. So all of that Beetle Bailey con job that took place for my fellow troops in the Army who I was sticking my neck out for, by joining the Army for all the different reasons that you can imagine, so that I could use y'all to save yourselves. That's literally what I did. So, you know, that's why Tulsi always points out why it's important that people volunteer for a military, because they'll be more inclined to do the right thing within that military, right? You don't want a bunch of convicts. It's like, hey, let all the convicts out of prison so that they can go to war with us, right? No, you don't let all the convicts out of prison so they can go to war with you, because then you'll end up with a group of demented psychopaths. You got to remember, all of these soldiers that sign up for the military have middle-class families sprawled out all over the nation, right? And a mutiny after everybody finds out what y'all are really up to is just that quick. But the problem is the intel agencies that could have already distributed the information to the military so that there would be a mutiny are obviously bought and paid for pieces of shit, just like their political class. So the last thing they want is for everything that I know to enter the minds of the soldiers who are not getting the information they need because they're keeping it from the public's eye, to include just about everybody except for the upper echelons, who are nothing more than AI-hacked niggers, who won't tell you this because they have a vice on their heart, and they will be given a heart attack by artificial intelligence that's directed by microwaves and electromagnetic technology, causing them to fall over dead. So basically, they're worthless scumbags, and they're niggers. That's why I call you niggers. But see, all of those troops aren't, right? They haven't succumbed to the SWAT team that's blasting their door down. And see, that SWAT team that blasts your door down is only going to go so far before you get to a large enough amount of people that's had to endure what you delivered, and they all say, well, fuck you at the same time. And see, that's a mutiny within your mind hive. And you're coming up on that. You're getting there right now, actually. You're coming up on the mind hive mutiny. And a mind hive mutiny causes the troops within your mind hive to sabotage the mind hive itself in hope that they survive, because they don't like to be illegally hacked to and attached to quantum AI systems and used for political warfare. So when your mind hiving schemes out and the standard of living within that mind hive reaches a certain extent, that the people who are attached to a system they don't want to be attached to go into fight or flight mode as a group, and they will actually poison their own hive and hope they're the survivors, because they don't trust the other people in that hive who don't have as big of a brain as that one person in the hive does. I don't know where I was going with that. That was pretty good. I forgot. Well, I actually had a point, and then Spielberg broke in the middle of a point that I can't even remember that I was trying to make. And it was a different point than what Spielberg just broke in to make, and totally just screwed up my entire concentration about what I was talking about. That's what that was. But, damn it, I forgot again. AA meeting. That's what I was. See, when Spielberg breaks in the middle of me trying to make a point, we kind of step on each other's toes every now and then, even though we're on the same team. But he's funny. That's a arrogant asshole meeting. We have those all the time. December 6th, 0200 hours. Captain's log. Refer to my emails. Remember when Pastor Chance said he got stung by a hive of bees? It was in his left ear, and it swole up bigger than his right ear. Well, there are some leftist bees out there right now that are showing a whole lot of concern about this new warfare y'all put together. You know, the anagram of my name spells out ultra leftist. And I'm not an ultra leftist at all. I may be ultra, like as in MK Ultra. I just looked at a warning sign on a Delta saw as soon as I said that. So probably I am MK Ultra. I just looked at Rush Limbaugh's "I'll Be Your Daisy" with that C4 pipeline adaptation device that I made that I patented. Remember that? Yeah, it's in my emails. But I might be a ultra agent. There's no doubt about that. But I'm the kind of ultra agent that isn't a leftist. I'm the kind of ultra agent that if I find out that the United States government used MK Ultra to hack my mind and use me for political warfare, well, I'll murder you, kind of like I'm demonstrating lately. So, Bob Dole's a good example of that. You know, I predicted his death, just like Colin Powell's. So, yeah, I'm one of those ultra agents who's not an ultra leftist, even though the anagram in my name says so. I am a don't hack my mindist. That's what I am. Okay? And if that ultra technology that had hacked my mind prior to whoever showed up and tortured me and ruined, well, so far you've ruined my life. That perfect life I had in Amsterdam. See, I guess what I'm getting at is I might be an ultra leftist who lived the conservative Christian lifestyle. And I was hacked by the MK Ultra program, which didn't bother me. And maybe they lured you in to torture me so that they could explain the situation here. How this new tyrannical electromagnetic government works. So they use me as bait to prove that the new electromagnetic government is a big old tyrannical sack of shit. And seeing how I had all of the ultra technology already on board to include the heads-up display and some indicators before you tortured me to give me more indicators. And there was that big hook at 314 Palm Drive where I used to eat LSD and fish off my dock in amazement because I was so happy that I got myself in the position that I was as an ultra hack. To be used for a Dan Patrick pay-to-play scheme or a Facebook Patsy playbook, not sure what y'all were up to there. But that Operation Bait and Tackle from Pinky and the Brain really drew you in so that I could prove what y'all are. And then also couple that with the proof that the ultra technology was far more capable than y'all realized and suckered all of you, sucker punched you to death, which is where you're heading. You're all going to die for messing with me. Those of you that hit me with that other remote, which isn't even the second remote, by the way. See how that works?